What's up, StoryFire community? My name is Sonoda. Today I'm going to be showing off some concepts that I made a few days ago. I do apologize for not putting them out yesterday. Something came up and I had to attend to it. So without further ado, we're going to get right on into this concept. So you can see right here that there are two folders, a character creator and a story creator. We're going to be starting off with the character creator because obviously you can't write a story without any characters, and you can't have a dialogue without any characters. So we're going to be starting off with this first folder here, and you're going to see these 5 images. So we're going to start off with this one right here. You're going to see that these names are green down here. Please do not mind them. I don't know why they're green. I think that was an oversight on my end. They're supposed to be white, like all these up here. But anyways. So this is going to be like the first screen that you're going to see. You're going to make all your characters here and all that. You could still preview the thumbnail for your story. You could have like a 25 character title and like a 500 character description down here. Set the price, 1 to 4 blaze, whatever you really want it to be, or free like my stories are. You can set the genre and the series that it's going to belong to. Some very basic stuff. A lot of this that you see here is already in the initial StoryFire, but it's primarily the layout and some of the functions that will be new. You're going to see this cursor down here that's going to signify like what's being pressed, or like what's going to go on, or what's exactly happening. And this next screen, because I kind of made this just for the heck of it, I use an ultra-wide monitor. I don't use a 16:9, a regular monitor like many people do. I use a 21:9, which is ultra-wide. So in turn, if you are like me and have a ultra-wide monitor, basically things would be kind of stretched and expanded, but it doesn't necessarily change the function at all. It just makes you see more. But anyways, you're gonna see that the character, I apologize. You can see that the cursor moved from here to here. It clicked on the Create New Character tab, and it came up with this little box here that says name, enter name, and assign picture. So essentially, in this new function, you can actually give your characters some life. You can assign them a picture. Yeah, it's very straightforward, very self-explanatory. You just give them a name, you give them a picture, boom, there's their identity. And you're going to see that right here in this next screen. You can see that the cursor went from down here to up here, and it's currently editing Agent Desmond. So you could see that it went from enter name to Agent Desmond and edit picture instead of assign picture. It now says edit picture, and it has this little picture of an Interpol guy. But anyways, you can basically give your characters some identities. You can edit their identities as well, and that's pretty much it, actually. So you're going to notice, over here, this is not edited. I left that unedited deliberately for the final part of this concept. So we'll get to this we'll get to all this in just a moment. So you can see that the cursor is now up here to story creation. So here's where the good part comes in. We're going to leave this folder right here. We're going to go into story creator. So this is going to be like what this screen is going to look like. Again, you have your title description, but instead of the price, the genre, and the category, you have the publish exit, the new line, the select character, the manage characters, and kind of like beforehand, here is what it's going to look like for 16:9 and 21:9. Really, there's not too much different here, so basically, this is going to be the character select screen. It's really no different than the previous character select. Although you should imagine all of these names are white, okay? I didn't want to inspect element and change all these to white or anything. So pretend that these names are all white. In this version of the StoryFire Story Writer, you cannot necessarily assign a person a color. Instead, you could assign them, or their dialogue boxes, a color. So we'll get to that in just a moment. What do we have next here? Oh yeah, by the way, so 16:9, 21:9. That's, again, for ultra-wide users like myself. It does not change the functionality in any way. So in a previous video of mine, I did mention that the dialogue boxes should be assigned a color instead of their individual creators. And in regards to in-story characters, I remember making a suggestion that the story characters' names should be able to be color-coded in use of a hex editor or a color picker. I think it would be easier to identify which in-story characters are good, bad, neutral, and other identifiers, whatever it may be. So by seeing this, if you press this little hexagon button right here, which you could see in this right here, the cursor's over it. If you click this in this new StoryFire version, it would come up with this screen, and you could see that like you could assign these characters any color. So again, that's pretty much how it is. And you could notice how all of these hex colors are all the way down. Basically, this one could be pink, this one could be blue, this one could be yellow, green, orange, red, etc. You could have the entire rainbow, like all the 16 million colors or whatever there is, instead of pre-chosen colors. Let your creativity really expand in this. Doesn't necessarily matter. That's actually one of the pros of having the hex editor for these dialogue boxes. So look at this. Agent Adam character down here. Notice how it's green. So you can see there's like a little story going on here. You have Desmond saying hello, Adam says hello, description. The two agents go on a daring task. They come back from their task, and Agent Desmond says, that was dangerous. Agent Adam says, do you have the intel? Agent Desmond says, yes sir, I have it right here. Agent Adam says,
good, that's one less loose end. No!
The description says, Agent Adam shoots Agent Desmond and takes the intel. Agent Adam then says, I got all the intel. Let's go back to base. So, as you can see here, I'm going to explain this. You can see that he's green here at this one moment, right? Okay, so this is before the context, but after the context of the story, right? The hex editor would change this dialogue box to red, so in turn it would change the name to red and the dialogue box to red. And after the description, after it says Agent Adam shoots Agent Desmond, his pal, his buddy, that's a betrayal. You could be court-martialed for that in the real world. It basically changes his dialogue box to red, signifying that he's the bad guy. So, he did a bad thing. He did a treasonous act against his pal, and he went from green to red. So let's say you're completely done with your story, right? And you're good to go. You're completely done. You have nothing more to discuss here. You want to go publish your story, and boom, you can't. And you know why? Because you don't have a title or a description. So you're going to see like a little box right here that says error. You do not have a title and or description for your story. You must give your story a proper title and a description before proceeding. So obviously you press OK, and then you put in your title, which, again, my favorite game here is Just Cause 2, so I put in Big Trouble in Little Panau. The description, you put like a little description of whatever your story's about, which obviously this does not reflect any of this, but again, it's all a concept, so who really cares what the description says? So essentially, you put in a title, you put in the description, boom, your story's done. You press the publish/exit story again, or the button again, and now you have this screen. So it says you're about to publish Big Trouble in Little Panau, or whatever your story may be called. Are you sure you want to do this? You can always come back and edit after publishing. So you kind of have the choice now between yes, let's do this, or no, wait, go back. So the cursor's over yes, let's do this, and boom. Great work. Your story, Big Trouble in Little Panau, was published. Would you like to make another one, like another story, or do something else? Which then you can make the choice, let's write more, or take me back to my profile. And yeah, that's actually about it. So that is the concept right there. It actually was fun to make, I'll say that. I haven't had that much fun in Photoshop in forever. But yeah, that's pretty much the concept right there. I definitely think that this idea here would definitely be a one-up from what we have right now. Why I think that this concept should be implemented, again, it can really express, or it can allow creators to really express their creativities. Anyways, I think that would be it for the concept video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you would like it, leave a comment in the comment section below. If you dislike it, if you like it, do whatever you want, do whatever you feel. I definitely did enjoy making this video, so likely I'll be making more in the future. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.